would like to read this question for us? Anthony, go ahead.
Mr. Adams drove his delivery truck 151 200 miles during 24 days. He drove the same number of miles each day. How many miles did Mr. Adams drive each day?
Okay, so what do we need to do to figure out this answer? Brandon, what do you think?
Divide.
Okay, what's my total?
151 and 2 cents.
Okay, so remember that goes in the box, right, guys? So draw your box. Okay, so that is our total. What's our divisor? 24. Okay, and we know that because there's some keywords there. The same number of miles each day. Okay, so what should I do first? Israel, what do you think?
Oh, you have to divide 24 divided by 1.
Okay, so we say that the other way around. 1 divided by 24, right? So remember, it's daddy, mama, sister, brother, right? So divide, multiply, subtract, bring over. Now, remember, you have two options of doing the dividing part. You can do repeated addition or guess and check. Okay, which would you like to do?
Repeated
addition. Okay. All right, so I know that the first multiple of 24 is 24. What would be my second multiple?
48.
48.
72.
72. Whoops. 24, not 48.
$96.
110. No, I mean 1210. Wait, no.
Well, this is
120.
There you go, 120. Now remember, always stop at the 5 and make sure that that ends in a 5 or a 0. So are we ending in a 5 or a 0? For my fifth multiple, is that ending in a 5 or a 0? Yes. Okay, so I can continue on. What would that one be?
144. 168.
Okay, I'm gonna write it over here.
$172. Wait, no.
192.
Yes.
$226.
218.
216. Okay. Yes, because 2 and 4 is 6, 9 and 2 is 11. Right? Okay. Do I stop at the ninth multiple?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my decimal here just because I don't want to forget it. Okay, and I think I want to change my color. Let's do blue. All right, so remember we only deal with one place value at a time. Okay, so we're making groups of 24, but I only have one. So do I have enough?
Nope.
So I have to say that with a 0. Okay, that's the dividing part. I don't have enough groups, so I put a 0. Next, I multiply. What's 0 times 24? 0. Next, I subtract. What's 1 minus 0? 1. And last, I bring over. So I bring this 1 to the next place value, which is 15. Okay, and then it starts over again. All right, so this time I have 15. Can I make a group of 24?
No.
No, so it's kind of exactly the same, isn't it? Okay, so 0 times 24 is 0. 15 minus 0 is 15. And now the 15 goes over here to this place value. Okay, so look at your repeated addition. We want to get as close to 151 as we can without going over. Okay, which multiple gets us close without going over? Julissa? 6. 6 is right here. 144 is close to 151, and if I went to 7 groups, that would go over. So I have 6 groups. Okay, well, right away, look at your answer choices. Can I get rid of 2 answers right now?
Yes.
This answer and this answer both do not have a 6, do they? So now I'm down to a 50% chance. Okay? And because I've already done the work, I don't have to figure out what 6 times 24 is because it's right here. Okay, so what would 151 minus 44 be?
7.
7, because if I regroup, what's 11 minus 4 is 7. Okay, so I bring that 7 over. Now look at your repeated addition. Which multiple gets us to 72 without going over, Lyric? 3. Because 3 times 24 is 72. All right, so which one is my answer?
F.
F.
No
Okay.
remainder.
No remainder. You're absolutely right. Okay. Any questions on that one? All right, so let's go to our next one. Now this one is a dividing decimals question with a model. Okay. Who would like to read the question for us? Antoine, go ahead. Oh, start at the top though.
The hundredth model is shaded to
Represent.
represent a division problem. Which equation is represented by the model?
Okay. They're giving you a key. What does a key mean? Lyric, what does a key mean? You forgot? You don't know how to say it? Brandon, what does a key mean?
It's like how much it actually is. Like
Okay.
if there's like 1 square, it might equal like 2 squares.
Okay. So it's very important information, right? Okay, so that key is telling me that 1 whole is 100 squares, right? Okay. All right, but it's not asking us about a whole, is it? Okay, so looking at this picture, How many squares are colored? Mm. Anthony, how many squares are colored?
I think probably 80.
Okay, I don't want probably. I want exactly. Kaya, how many squares are colored?
No, it's not 90 because it's 10. I don't know.
Okay, guys, I'm disturbed. Okay, I am. I'm giving you time. Like, I don't want to guess. Nobody should be guessing. It's just a strict counting question. Okay, Antoine, how many squares are colored?
72.
72. Thank you. Now, what is each square representing? The whole thing all together is a whole. Okay, that means each square is a what? Lyric.
I just had it.
Okay. Think of it this way. Look at the key. The key is one whole. How many are colored inside the key? How many, Brandon, are colored inside the key?
100.
100, right? Everybody with me on that? Okay, I can figure that out because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on that side. What's 10 times 10? 100. Okay, so in the whole picture, there are 100 squares. Okay, now going back to the problem that we're looking at, how many squares are colored in? Everybody.
72.
72. And what is each square representing? 1/100th, right? Okay, so the colored part of this is 72 hundredths. Everybody with me on that part? Now, look at what's happening in the picture. They're dividing that. What are they dividing it by? Everybody. 9. Okay, so if I'm dividing 72 hundredths into 9 groups, how many are in each group?
8.
8 what?
800.
800ths. Okay, another way of saying that is if I have 72 cents and I'm sharing that between 9 people, everybody gets 8 pennies, right? Okay, so which one of those answer choices fits what we have in that picture?
D.
D. Okay, why is A incorrect?
Because 9 times 9 is 81.
Absolutely right. 9 times 9 is 81. And then this would still need to be a decimal, wouldn't it? Okay, and kind of the same thing down here for B. You know, it's not correct because, again, 9 times 9 would be 81 hundredths, right? Okay, and why is C incorrect?
Because it has to be a decimal.
It has to be a decimal, okay? All right, are there any questions on that one? Okay, I see hands, so are these for a question or put them down? Kaya, do you have a question? Okay, so So I'm not sure why this is not showing up on my phone. Look, it says somebody's trying to get in. Okay, so now what you're going to do, I'm going to invite you to the whiteboard in just a minute. Okay, so who would like to read this question? Oh, I'd like to hear from people that haven't had any points yet today. Trying to give out some Class Dojo points. Oh, but I keep getting the same people. All right, Brandon, go ahead and read it.
Mrs. Jackie had a total of 428 and 5/10 ounces of pretzel to put into 5 bowls for a party. She put an equal number of ounces of pretzels into each bowl. How many ounces of pretzels should Miss Jackie put into each bowl?
Okay, so how are we going to solve this? Division? So what's our total?
428.
Okay, and what's our divisor?
5.
Okay, so I'm going to invite you into the whiteboard in just a second. What I need for you to do is you're going to show me your work here, okay? And then I want you to put your answer up here. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me get this situated. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing because this is going in the chat. Okay, it's in the chat. Let's go ahead and get logged in. Give you a couple seconds to get logged in and then we will continue.